Oh, there we go. It's a lot of ambient noise behind us. That gonna work? All right. Okay. Here we are. Friday, June 5th. EWA not Fireside Friday fishing report anymore. Not Fireside, we're Riverside, Streamside. Even better. It's that time of year. You should be out here. Like every day, you should be out here right now. This thing looks absolutely perfect. I completely screwed the pooch for this one. Didn't look at any river flows. Didn't look at any tides. So it's all going to come from here. I know that's going to make you question everything I say. Perfect. Question all of it. I don't care. But we're on the backside of a full moon, so the sound has got some really big tides right now, peaking at about on the low in like the early afternoon around 0, probably -1, and coming up to about 11.5 or 12. So and with the early light, you've got some really good time to get out in the morning before work and get some time on the water. The outgoing right now, we'll talk about this next week's report. The outgoing is gonna start to be your friend just by virtue of depositing kelp on the gravel or on the beach and not having it be in the water column as you're trying to fish. Today though, we're on the illustrious middle fork of the Snoqualmie because, as nature would have it, we had no snowpack this year, and this is already in more than perfect fishable shape right now, as is the South Fork, as is the North Fork, as is the Cedar, as is the Yakima. Everything's going right now. All your lakes, the lowland lakes, are all ready for it. There's virtually no excuse for not being out every single day fishing right now. Keep it close, local lakes, this on weekdays, stuff like that. And then in the evenings after work, and then on weekends, you can travel further if you feel like you need to. But the reality is you actually can find some pretty sweet little gems like this watershed, 30, 40 minutes outside Seattle that, I don't know, driving up mid-afternoon on a Thursday or on a Friday and nobody here. Just saying. A lot of people drive past this watershed to go to the Yakima. Kind of a fan of driving less, spending more time fishing. This is going to be all dry fly through the summer. We ran over a strike indicator in the bobber, in the parking lot, and it got its well-deserved place in history. This should just be all dry fly. And just to touch on that, as a shop owner, you're not going to hear many of us talk like this very often, but what I want to try to do is have this be simple for you, especially for those that are starting out. Our vest's awesome, our pack's awesome. Oh, absolutely. If you could see my garage and how many I have sitting in there from the last 35 years of guiding, and I've just reinvented my iteration of it every few years. But for this is minimalistic. This is grab and go. You have a rod set up. You grab one of these little fish pond square pucks in it. It's waterproof for one. In it, I've got a 7.5 foot 4X leader, bulk style. Why 7.5 foot? Well, at the moment, you're not going to see the benefit to it, but as we get into the lower water, you don't need to be making long casts. In fact, a lot of times your rod tip's going to be almost over the top of where you're fishing. And so with a 9-foot leader, what you're going to end up with is almost only leader out your rod tip. And it's kind of hard to cast that. You come down to 7.5, that and a little bit shorter rod, that gives you just a little bit of fly line to help turn over a nice short cast at, I'm talking like 15 feet, which is all you have to do here. You don't have to make these magazine cover shots on a place like this. Get right up on the grill and high stick dap your dry fly in the water that you think you need to. Speaking of the rod, I'm fishing the 7.5 foot 3-weight from Thomas & Thomas, the Zone. 7.5, not my favorite, specifically in the Pacific Northwest, because believe it or not, this is kind of a creek in the Northwest, especially when you see it in another month. I need to be able to reach longer during the early season typically. So I'd prefer an 8 foot, 8.5, 9 foot 3-weight. It's going to give me that ability to really reach out over the top of water and control my presentation. With the 7.5 footer, and I'll be holding the line with my left hand, I'll even sometimes move my hand to the back of the reel just to gain another 5-6 inches of reach, especially with a shorter rod like this. Okay. So there's that. I've got a variety of dry flies, from foams to small caddis to some parachute flies. I've got my floatant, and I've got a set of nippers. I don't really bring the hemostats because I just debarb the flies at home, so I don't need them here for that on site. This is all you need. It fits in your pocket, and you are good to go as soon as you step out here. So yeah, like we'll finish off this report by me walking down to the river, and I should be able to get a fish to come up on a dry right now. I'm almost positive I'll be able to. So I'm going to sign off on that. Oh, summer steelhead. Kind of some wonky regulations out there, at least based on the regs book. It doesn't look like main stem Snoqualmie is even open. I'm still kind of trying to get a square answer on that. Skykomish, some of those other watersheds are opening on the 10th, so next week. Cowlitz already has some summer fish coming back. That'll really kind of peak in July, but man, the green, everything else it's ready. Like, it's not your normal early June where you're sitting around twiddling thumbs just anxious about the first time the water comes to a level you can get out and fish. It's all ready to fish. Like, it's all ready right now. So turn this off and grab your stuff and go. You can revisit this on YouTube, our YouTube channel. You can always come into the store and text, FaceTime us, call us, email us, message us on Instagram, whatever. Just please understand we're your conduit to success out here, whatever that looks like. So just call and ask questions when you have them. Okay, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the shop, or better yet, we'll hear about your adventures out here on the water. See ya.